It's a very good morning. We've got sunshine and showers, grey sky, blue sky. It's all happening here. Jack's had his breakfast. Well, he's left a little bit, but as you can see, he's enjoyed his watermelon. And I've been working away here in the studio, getting more of it together, doing more cleaning, because of course there was corners of this place that hadn't seen a mop in quite some time. So I've been cleaning underneath the table here, and I've set my table up. Be very interested to see how this works. I've got this lamp here, still got some dusting to do, ignore the cobwebs. Move the sofa around so it's facing into the stove, which I think is going to work better with the back to the door, so any drafts are going to be blocked by the back of the sofa. That's a very old-fashioned way of living, by the way, where you'd always have the high chair with its back to the door, and that way you were sort of cosseted from any drafts. So, I've been sorting out fabrics, and this is a beautiful fabric which one of you sent to me, and I've actually had this now for well over a year. It's an absolutely gorgeous piece of woolen fabric. It's beautiful. So I'm going to be making something out of this. This is a very loose weave fabric. It's actually an old blanket. It was, well, not an old blanket, but it was stitched into a blanket. You can see it's got some beautiful blanket stitch finishing to it. But it's quite a loose weave, but it is all wool. And then this is a lovely piece that my brother Hugh gave me some time back. And again, it's a woolen fabric. It's an Irish weave. It's an Irish woolen fabric from one of the few remaining woolen mills. It's lovely and soft, gorgeous. What I'm going to do with this one, and hopefully some of this as well, is to make some more of these lovely circular scarves. Now, you've seen them on me. I wear them all the time because I'm a huge believer in keeping one's neck warm, and of course during the colder months of the year, but during the hotter months of the year I wear these in cotton, and they're fantastic then for absorbing sweat and keeping the back of the neck warm, because what happens during the summer, I've found, is that you get a little bit sweaty, and then the sweat cools, and especially around your neck and shoulders, the sweat cools. And I think that's one of the reasons why one gets a sore neck. Just watching the blackbird there. Can you see the blackbird? Just put my glasses on. Just through the window there, eating the berries. Oh, yeah, you can just see there. Eating the beautiful hawthorn berries. Look at that, look. He's having his breakfast. The importance of berries in the garden, hugely important, because the smaller birds will have the seeds and the nuts, but the bigger birds, like the blackbirds, rely on berries. So, yeah, getting back to these circular scarves, which I wear all the time. And again, by the way, are very stylish, I think, because you can take a fairly plain looking, top or dress and put on a circular scarf and really lift the colour of the dress and lift, your skin tones and everything. So I love blues, I love greens, I love purples, I love all colours actually. Certain colours don't suit me, like there are certain shades of orange and certain shades of yellow that don't suit me. But again, you know, the shade spectrum, the colour spectrum is very, very wide, very broad. Anyway, so these circular scarves fit everyone, because basically what they are is one long piece of fabric, okay, stitched, like here, this is one that I bought, 70% alpaca, 30% wool, made in Ecuador. Now I paid a fair bit of money for this. I think it was £25 or something. It was quite a big deal of money in St George's Market in Belfast. I think it was last year or the beginning of this year. But so you just put it on over your head, and then you just double it round and back over your head, you see? And there you go, you've got this wonderful, wonderful, stylish, very French, very Parisian look. So what I wanted to do then was to make a few of these and offer them on the website. Anyway, you can leave your comments below and tell me if you think this is a good idea or not. If they don't sell, I'm going to wear them. Simple as that. Or give them away as Yuletide gifts. I love this. This is a beautiful, beautiful one. And I also might make some little brooches. But anyway, I'm definitely going to make some of the circular scarves because I just think they're so practical. They're so easy to wear. They're so trendy. They're just perfect. And also, you know, just for wearing around the home. Because, I mean, I've got a circular scarf on today. And you can just see it there. Okay. Sorry. There we go. And that just keeps my neck warm. It keeps the back of my neck warm, and therefore I feel warm. I've also got woolly socks on, so if you keep your neck warm and your feet and ankles and Jack says that's interesting. Sorry, Jack, I wasn't waving my foot at you. It wasn't an enticement to be silly. Although he says I'm going to have my little silly moment now, tail wagging away. So yeah, I think it's all about, you know, dressing and keeping warm that way and kind of keeping the heat within your area rather than having the whole place heated. Now, I light my stove here in this studio, and I also light it in the main cottage. And even during the summer, I light them occasionally. Well, the one in the kitchen obviously is to keep my water and to boil the kettle and stuff like that. But definitely the one in here, it's about keeping the place well aired, because Ireland is, thankfully, quite a damp climate, and that's why everything grows so well. And I've no complaints about that. Right, signal from my battery, it's about to go. So I'm just going to finish at this point. I'm going to come back later on with another short video because I've got something to say. It's a little bit of a rant. Just a little bit. Okay. Blessings to you all.